Welcome to Mallett and Michelle. Here's Steve, and I'm Michelle, the office raccoon.
That is true.
We don't
And
even.
squirrel.
Absolutely. I'm a squirrel and a raccoon.
Ringleader. We decided today you're the ringleader.
Yes, I am a ringleader. We don't even play an active role in our lives anymore. Crap just happens, and we're like, oh, this is what we're doing now.
That's exactly right.
Every
yeah,
day.
We have a plan every morning, and then about half hour into the day, it just goes out the window.
Out the window.
No,
Totally.
that's not true. We actually have a very good system in place that we work through. We've been planning and doing all kinds of things, and so 2026. Hold on to your butts. It's going to be a year. We got a lot of stuff planned, don't we?
Goal setting.
Yeah, it's been fun.
You know, I remember very early on we did a podcast on goal setting, and I said, I'm not a goal setter and I hate setting goals. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
I do.
Now you're all into it, though.
Well, because it was, I've come to learn that I am not
Squirrel.
a squirrel. I'm a squirrel goal setter. I like organized chaos.
I agree with that. I think you and I both do. I think that's kind of where we thrive.
I'm not a vision board kind of person, though.
No, I'm not. I have done them, but no, that's not my thing. Especially the way it was described to me the other day. You get a bunch of magazines and you cut out what you want and you do like a little collage and you glue and you color. I'm like, yeah, no, that sounds absolutely hideous.
It's
no,
adult craft time. No.
Yeah. Hey, our guest today, it's kind of weird because he's been a friend of yours.
Yes.
And he's helped your family, and he's now a friend of mine and has helped my family. He helped Holly through her broken collarbone. What a great guy. Dr. Tom Burns is going to join us.
I think a lot of people probably have met him along the way. He's an orthopedic surgeon. He used to be with Westlake Orthopedic, and now he is on his own and more of a concierge type service, but he's also
mostly working like sports medicine.
But he's also the U.S. Olympic ski team's doctor, and he goes
and has been for like 34 years.
Ever. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it? Yeah, but anyway, Dr. Tom Burns is going to come in here in a little bit, and he's also a real estate investor. He's an author. He's a tennis player. He's
a dad, a husband.
I mean, he's really a well-rounded individual as well as being a fantastic
and
doctor.
Just humble and just as nice as could be.
Yeah.
Just
real
a
down
nice
to
guy.
earth. Yeah.
And you want to know what else? Because we already recorded him. He was on time. So that just goes to show you doctors can be on time.
Doctors do show up on time. And I think we were 2 minutes late. So
yeah,
sorry
we
about
were.
that, Tom. But anyway, we got to thank our sponsors. And I want to give a special shout out to these folks who have supported us through thick and thin, up and down. You believe in us, and we just take that as such a great compliment, and we love you all for it. So we want to thank our sponsors.
Absolutely. Deep Eddy Vodka Tasting Room.
Supporting Dripping Springs with great parties, get-togethers, and relaxing afternoons since 2010. Pause for a sec on the porch with a Deep Eddy lemonade today.
Or espresso.
I think they're out, right?
No, they still have it in the tasting room.
Oh.
They're just, you cannot buy the bottles anymore.
Yes. Have some espresso vodka.
It's so good.
Yeah, I agree with you. It is good.
It is so good. And Jovi Belterra, right behind Chick-fil-A.
Yeah. There's the landmark. You
Yep.
know where it is. Apartment living transformed into a community of active and involved 55-plus residents looking to live their best life in their second half.
And I'm just going to say, they have some of the best spray tan in the business. Southstar
Go
Bank.
Gibbs. Yeah. Banking like the good old days when a handshake meant more than the fine print. Deposits, loans, CDs, they'll help you with all of your banking needs.
And my favorite, Mallett Integrity Team.
You know, this one's a little dry for me, but I'm going to read it anyway.
Okay.
Our business is 100% referral based. If you know someone that deserves top-notch real estate service, please tell them to give us a call. But it's funny that that's a compliment in itself that we are 100% referral based. We don't chase internet leads. We're not out there cold calling people. The business that we have is people that trust us, that believe in us, that send their friends our way. And so please keep doing it. We love you all for it.
And I have to say that if you're not our friend yet, become our friend. And then you can refer stuff out.
Yeah, that's right. Or just give us a call. We'd love to hear from you.
Just give us a call, for sure. Okay, so I challenged you to an internet funny.
This, if you follow the show, you know that I have been sort of lukewarm on AI and ChatGPT and all the things that it does. But in recent months, we have embraced it more and more and more, and it's actually been a pretty big blessing for a lot of things. It's helped us streamline some things. We did our goal setting and looking forward into 2026. But one of the things you suggested was we asked ChatGPT.
What was the most ridiculous thing you asked it this year?
Which I thought was great. And the response is, what was your number one?
Well, actually,
number three. Let's start with number three.
Okay, well, ChatGPT came back and said, the Michelle, quote, "Why am I like this" list. That's what it said.
Is that what you asked it?
No, that's what it, I didn't ask it. I said, what was the most ridiculous thing? And it said, "Why am I like this?" So apparently my chat is a smart aleck like me. Okay, so number three. The Tech Confusion Chronicles. I asked it to explain something simple, then promptly ignored it and did it wrong anyways, like asking for a recipe and somehow burning water. Yep, that's me.
Your ChatGPT is sassy.
Well,
that's funny. Yeah, mine was my number three thing was turning yourself and others into action figures and Pixar-style characters, which we did. We did a Labubu.
Labubu, yeah.
Which I had never heard of until I asked it. I made myself into a cowboy, a pilot. I did all kinds of things with that. It says, you asked multiple times to turn real humans into plastic figurines. This included poses, vibes, and occasionally an implied heroic backstory. So that was my stupid thing.
If you would like to see it, we'll actually post it, Steve. You need to post one of me and you.
Yeah,
okay?
I have to do that. It says why this. Also, I don't know if yours does this. Why it's ridiculous. You're a respected real estate broker and community leader, not a Saturday morning collectible. It's pretty funny. Originally when ChatGPT came out, I thought, God, how ridiculous it is, but it's actually starting to figure us out.
Okay, so my number two was the professional chaos syndrome. Some days I try to make professional content perfect, and my brain decides it's a stand-up comedy hour instead. If you wonder why things sound weirdly funny online, that's probably me. It's true.
Yeah.
That's it. My ChatGPT knows me. I feel a little.
I think
violated.
yours has gotten you figured out.
I think so.
It's some setting in there. My number two was, and I actually get this, demanding perfect pagination in legal and financial documents. Meaning, I said, here's this complex financial document. I want you to make it fit on 2 pages. So it was like, let's just not. Well, what legalese are we going to cut out of this and still make it fit on 2 pages? It says why it's ridiculous. Word processors do not respond to force of will. No, that was, and I do that all the time. It's like, hey, this is 2.5 pages long. Can you make it 2 pages?
I know. You ask me to do some things sometimes, and I just look at you, and then I just do it the way I want to, and I send it back to you, and you're like, that looks perfect.
That looks great.
Yeah, because okay. My number one was the multitasking monster. That's 100%. I once asked ChatGPT for dark humor jokes. Immediately,
I believe that.
Immediately after asking it to help me make content completely safe for conservative grandmas. Apparently my brain is in constant mood whiplash.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
I see that with you all the time.
There you go.
Yeah, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So my number one, and I felt very clever when I did this story a couple weeks ago, treating a 50-year mortgage like a clever life hack. That was my number one most ridiculous thing. Yeah, it says why it's ridiculous. A 50-year mortgage is essentially borrowing money until you achieve legend status. You were it says what, but it also says why it mattered. You were stress testing assumptions, which I was, but probably was a little too cavalier about people taking 50-year mortgages and then paying them sooner, and we all know how that works. Most people don't control their finances that way. So that was my number one, treating a 50-year mortgage like a clever life hack. What was your number one?
Well, I just said it, the multitasking monster.
Yeah.
The number one, I think, because I didn't know you were going to do it in order like that, so I just picked it. But I think it said the why did I even ask that?
Yeah.
That kind of thing. But my new favorite TikTok right now is I was playing it and you were trying to
I
focus.
was trying to work, so
but
I shut the door.
whatever. But whatever. But
Somebody got to pay the bills around here.
it's this guy that goes on AI and asks the craziest things and puts him in craziest scenarios, and the AI chat guy is so over him. He's like, "Help. I'm sinking in quicksand," and the AI says, because you can get AI now, we've recently discovered it can talk back to you, and AI says, well, if that's even possible, let's work out a hypothetical scenario. If you're in quicksand, because I see that you're standing in front of your computer. No, I really am. Can you hear? It's up to my chin now, and I can barely talk. It's so funny. So.
I think ChatGPT does have a level of tolerance that you can, like I was doing this financial document, and I asked it like a dozen times to reformat it, and I swear every time I hit send it went.
One of my favorite ones that he did was I'm actually deleting you now. I'm going to delete the AI, and the AI talked back and he said, okay, well, sorry to see you go. And the AI is probably like, thank God.
Thank God, please.
Sorry to see you go.
Yeah.
Bye. Don't let the door hit you.
Yeah. Hey, I've been following this guy on Instagram. I won't do TikTok yet.
I'm
not
sorry,
sure I
Steve.
ever will.
TikTok is just Instagram, but it's the same stuff. They're posting it on TikTok
Well,
too,
okay.
or
All right.
Instagram.
Well, so there's this page I follow on Instagram. It's called Wild Hats Official, and this guy does custom cowboy hats.
Ooh.
And he does these videos where he shows you how he shapes them, which it sounds kind of dull. This guy's an artist.
No, I go to Fredericksburg and you stand outside and there's
Yeah.
that hat shop where we got our boys' hats, and it's
Yeah.
so cool.
Well, so his hats are super expensive, but people travel from all across the country to go to him. I can't remember what his name is, to have one of them, one of his hats fitted to him, and with a special crown, brim, bands, things like that. You know what a mule kick is? I learned what a mule kick is.
Is it the felt that goes inside of?
No, it's in the front. It's like you do the whole crown and everything, and then in the front you just put a little dimple in it, like a mule kicked you in the head.
Oh.
Anyway, so this article popped up this week, and it caught my attention because this guy's cowboy hats, and it says Western wears everywhere, and some of the most iconic names have been wearing cowboy hats recently.
What was the page?
It's called Wild Hats Official.
Wild
It's on Instagram,
Hats.
but
Okay.
and so recently on TV you've seen Beyonce, Jeff Bezos, Barbie and Ken. All of the Yellowstone characters are all wearing cowboy hats, and yeah, so that's the guy right there.
Okay.
He's super cool guy, and the one thing that all those people have in common is all of those hats are Stetsons.
Oh God.
Yeah, and so when I was a kid, we didn't call a cowboy hat a cowboy hat. We called it a Stetson. Did you know that?
No,
I
have two.
When I was a kid, I said I want to get a Stetson one day.
I have two Stetsons.
Do you?
Yeah.
I don't have any. Well, Stetson is a 160-year-old brand, and they've actually, since I think Yellowstone is what kicked this off, but since the popularity of Western wear, so in 2024, their sales passed $300 million, up from $200 million in 2021.
Wow.
So their sales have gone through the roof. It's still a privately owned company. They're very private about who owns it, but they're on track to have another record year in 2026.
About who owns Stetson?
Yeah, it's
really.
It's not a public company, but the company Stetson was founded in 1865 in Philadelphia, making hats for ranchers and cowboys.
Look,
so,
it says Stetson hats are manufactured.
Yeah, they're
in
manufactured by Hatco, but Stetson, the brand, the company, says owned by a private anonymous family with deep roots in the Western wear business.
Oh, that's an interesting.
Yeah.
We should.
The one thing that's cool about Stetsons is the typical cost is still $150 to $500 depending on the style, which is actually pretty good for a really good, cowboy hat. So this latest surge in Western wear, that's a cool hat right there. That must be one of the original Stetsons. That's like the hat that in 1923
Yes,
that
yeah,
Harrison Ford wore. But the last time this Western wear trend happened was in the '80s during Urban Cowboy. Remember that?
Oh, I do remember
With John
that.
Travolta and the bucking bull in the.
And what bar were they at?
Is that the Roadhouse?
Gillies.
Gillies. Oh yes, and you have was it your uncle?
No, there was
you have
somebody.
some kind of relationship with Gillies.
Yes, it was actually a friend of mine that dated Mickey Gilly, a neighbor dated.
I knew you had some kind of connection there, but this is kind of funny, and this may be the thing that actually puts Stetson over the top towards maybe going the other way. They're looking to expand and leverage their brand with a collection of small leather goods, watches, baseball caps, and a Stetson designed Airstream trailer for $170,000. So, but it made me wonder how long do you think this Western wear trend's gonna go
on? Steve, I've been country before country was cool.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Well,
Stetson is not, or I'm sorry, the country.
It's not
cowgirl.
A trend,
it's not a trend. It's a lifestyle.
Yeah,
It is. It's who. I mean, I'm a Texan, right? So it's kind of what I grew up more Tex-Mex than anything, and so there's kind of a cross between the vaquero lifestyle and a cowboy, and even though I didn't grow up on a farm or a ranch or anything else, I don't know.
So this is just how my question really should be: how long do I think the Western culture will be popular in pop culture? Because now you got guys walking down Wall Street in cowboy.
They're cosplaying.
Yeah,
that's what they're doing.
Same. Apparently, you and I were talking about it yesterday. Carhartt, which has been a brand that people with chainsaws and ranchers and farmers have all worn for years. Well, now they're being worn by. Oh, look at that.
See,
yeah,
Todd the other day we went to his Christmas party, and I said, "Oh, babe, I really like those jeans," and he goes, "Yeah, I wore these for you," and he goes. They're a little crotch hugging, and they're a little, and when he took them off, I looked at the brand, and they were Stetsons.
They were.
They were the Stetson
jeans. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Well, I don't know. I think it's a cool thing. I have a lot of Western wear. Never been a cowboy. Do know how to ride a horse, but it's going to be interesting to see how long it's popular in the.
Save a horse, not a cowboy.
So, and Carhartt too. That makes me sad about Carhartt because I love Carhartt stuff, and I think they're sort of dumbing it down and not making it as good a quality, so that it's more for the masses.
Well, what is that brand of denim de jour shirt? Is that Costco?
No, I don't wear Costco clothes. Come on, even I don't wear Costco clothes.
Hey,
I know I'm 62 years old, but I am not shopping for clothes at Costco yet.
You're missing out.
I am.
There's some good stuff at Costco. I bought a Vince Komodo jacket.
Yeah,
no.
Women can get away with it. Guys cannot. If you are shopping for men's clothes at Costco, you have given up.
Okay, well they sell Levi's and Lucky. They will sell. Sometimes you can get some really good deal on jeans there, and get a pack of chicken breasts too.
That's right. And some sheets for your bed. So.
And some sheets for your bed. Hey, we're going into the holidays. My husband, right at the end of the year, he's starting to travel again, back and forth. And I know that Holly likes to go down and visit her parents.
Yeah, she's going to go after Christmas.
So don't you feel like a little bit that there is a Steve while Holly's in town and a Steve while Holly's out of town? There are two different Michelles.
100%.
So it's like the spouse out of town activities. Mm-hmm. Okay, so one of the things that I've discovered that we basically become free range humans. We just roam around. For dinner, for me, it's definitely Pop-Tarts for dinner, or dinner with girlfriends every night where I'll have like 24 oysters like I'm doing this evening, or basically nothing at all. And so I'm kind of like a feral raccoon.
Bowl of cereal over the sink.
Yes, but what do you eat when Holly's out of town that you wouldn't normally?
Normally I bring food home because I'm the one that does all the cooking in our house.
Yes.
And I don't want to cook for just one, so I'll bring something home. But, and I won't eat it over the sink, but I might eat it in front of the TV.
So how does it change when you go home? If Holly wasn't home today, so what I would do, like today, I would go in, I'm going to feed the animals, I'm going to instantly get in my jammies, or I'm going to get in the bathtub for 2 hours in a stroller. TikTok. So what is your...
Well, so I of the two situations, I much prefer when Holly's home. I take that any
absolutely,
day, all day
100%.
long. But when she is gone, I miss her. but I watch a lot of stuff on TV that I don't watch with her. That's one of my
I do the
things. Is
same
like I watch zombie movies.
You watch things
and,
that she doesn't like, me too.
Bloody war movies
Yep.
that I know she won't enjoy.
Chick flicks
I do
for
that.
me. Yeah, okay.
I eat in front of the TV. I mean, I don't really do a whole lot less. I probably tinker around outside a little more. And
What
do
about
stuff.
the bed situation? Because I do something
Yeah.
called a pillow fort. I fully make the bed with the dust, or not dust roll, but with the pillow shams and all the pillows.
Yeah.
Because I can sleep in one spot all night, and so it's like he's there. So I leave
Yeah.
everything. How do you unmake the whole bed?
No, I sleep on my side, and I think I intentionally don't move a whole lot. So when I get, because we make our bed every morning, whether she's there or not, and I know when I'm not there, she makes the bed. It's easier for me to just sort of slide out and then just pull the covers up. I don't have to remake the whole bed, so I just kind of stay in one place.
I intentionally do not make the bed anymore because Todd makes the bed.
Oh.
Because Todd has this psycho thing that he has to do where all the sheets have to be super tight, and even if I make the bed, he remakes the bed when he gets in the bed. He makes the bed when he gets in the bed. So I'm like, you do you, boo. But if I'm doing it bougie, like if guests or whatever come over, now he knows what order the pillows go in, because I have 12 pillows or whatever, and the blanket.
That does not surprise me. Yeah, I think you have as many pillows as you have snacks in the office.
I don't know. And I would say, I'm going to hate to admit this, but I may or may not have. Todd has this like ritual every night where he goes around, he checks all the doors, he checks all.
I do that. Even if Holly locks up, I still go back behind and I check because I feel like it's my job.
Well, I think I may have left the garage door open a time or two. Yeah. Oops.
Yeah.
My bad.
See, that's why you double check.
Well, I'm tired. I'm in the bathtub for 2 hours.
Yeah, for 2 hours. Yeah.
So if you know that if I get murdered, you know why.
Yeah. Well, I know when Holly goes right after Christmas, it's lonely. It is nice to be able to do kind of a couple things that you want to do just on your own, but I'm always glad when she comes home, and I know you feel the same way.
I do. Todd is traveling back and forth again to San Diego, and so he's going to have a couple of trips where he may have to stay 2 weeks, which means I get to go on the weekend to San Diego, and I'm trying to do it over Valentine's Day because it'll be perfect.
Oh,
and
that's right. I'll be in Florida running a 50K Death by 5K,
Ooh,
which I'll tell everybody about.
How fun. Well, I say, normally we tell Steve says this, but sit tight. We're going to have the guest come on.
Tom Burns.
Dr. Tom Burns. Great guy. You're really going to enjoy this one. And hey, by the way, go to Costco and get Picklelicious pickle chips.
Oh God, yeah, there they are. She's got them right there. And we didn't get any sponsorship for that.
No, I'm gonna show it on our YouTube. I'll show it on YouTube.
Yeah,
Picklelicious pickle chips.
All right, here we go. We're taking a break. We'll be right back with Dr. Tom Burns.